Ironclad Games. Stardock Entertainment.
Our many sovereign worlds thrived under the guidance of the trade order. And for centuries we enjoyed peace and prosperity. The ways of war had been long forgotten. Then the aliens came. Despite fleeing from their own destruction, they overran our meager defenses, enslaved our people, and plundered our worlds. Desperate and unable to mount a resistance on their own, many worlds ceded their authority, transforming the Order into the Traitor Emergency Coalition. United under a single banner, we finally stood a fighting chance. And our vast commercial fleet was slowly retooled into a shield against the alien advance. It seemed our fortunes were turning as we mounted a counter-offensive. Such hope was short-lived. The long-banished deviants, now calling themselves the Advent, returned more powerful and twisted than we could have imagined. Many undefended worlds fell to their corruption before we could redirect forces from the alien front. Caught between the Advent's revenge and the alien onslaught, we were forced to dig in. We built up mighty defenses to outlast our enemies, and eventually, we even sought peace. Now, after 30 years of constant warfare, our alliances are breaking down. The coalition is split between those who would withdraw and those who would lash out.
That's not good. It's not good at all.
Rebellion has even started to fracture the unity of the Advent.
That's
Sure, they still want to destroy us or one another. Meanwhile, the alien assault has become increasingly desperate. Most strangely, their outcasts may end up being our salvation.
That's good.
Especially if the warning is true.
Things can get worse. That's even worse. Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion. That's what I do up there. Get that there. And welcome to Green Walkthrough's gameplay video of Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion. And also, if we got time, Sins of the Prophets. You might already know what that is. If not, you might probably can guess. And I'm Deshwan, of course. Here we are playing another 4X strategy RTS game. And I'm not just talking about a game like Star Drive here, or countless others that I've been racing recently. No, this is different. This was before that time, really. Because the base game came out in 2008. I need to check and see when the other ones came out, but I mean, basically the base game came out in 2008. It's been getting expansion packs ever since then. Well, not ever since till 2012 when this released, Rebellion. You got an expansion pack in 2009 and 2010. And now, and then basically 2 years after that, this released, Rebellion, which is a standalone expansion. Which, this is what I know of Sins of the Solar Empire. I know this game. I didn't even know that the other ones existed. The only hint I got that the other ones existed was from the intro. I'm like, wait a second. Edro says that there's backstory here, and maybe there's games before it. So I actually looked it up right before I was recording, and yeah, since the Solar Empire Rebellion is actually the third expansion pack to Sins of the Solar Empire. Now, I know nothing of the first game, first game. This is the first game. I know nothing of the base game and its 2 expansion packs. However, I do know this game, honestly, pretty well, because I watched a ton of videos of it, both Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion, base game, and also various mods. I know watched Sins of the Prophets before. It's a bit weird because I think Sins of the Prophets is a newer mod. I mean, saying that and then reminding myself that this game came in 2012 and 2012, and 2012 is 2 days. There being this year is 2017, 2016, 2015, 2014, 2013, 2012. So yeah, it's 6 years ago. Well, not 6 years ago. It's 5 years ago. That may explain why I don't remember it very well. And the Sins of the Prophets still could be, or it still could be that. I'm not quite sure because actually this is a different type of mod DB page. Is basically this game has tons of mods, but they're all in mod DB or elsewhere. This game does not have Steam Workshop. Does it predate it? Kinda. Maybe. But I'm not quite sure when the first downloadable version of Sins of the Prophets came out. I'm looking right this second. By the way, yeah, I mean, there's more mods than that. There's a Star Trek mod. There's Star Trek mods. There are Star Wars mods. There are. I think there's a Mass Effect mod maybe, but actually I can just show you because I have the mods I wanted downloaded. Not on this page. Ah, son of a... It should be working. It was working when I last checked. Which, by the way, I got this game just a couple days ago. There was a Steam sale, and I was able to get the Ultimate Edition, which comes with the game, which comes with the standalone expansion Rebellion, its 2 expansions, and the soundtrack, which is usually 40. No. Yeah, Steam's being weird today. It's actually being weird for the last couple of days. Let me look it up again. But it's just one of those days. It's just one of those times where Steam just decides to not want to work at all. And I'm just saying, oh, it doesn't work on my computer, and I'm saying it doesn't work on the Wii U either, and also it doesn't work for anyone else. So, yeah, like the other day, it actually disconnected me from Steam. So, yeah, I think it was like $40. Regardless, I got it for $13. Which is a good price for it, but anyway, so yeah, I'll be right back and getting the mods and getting the folder in the proper spot because I think the thing with some games on Steam or just some games in general, this game requires you to put your mods in a certain folder and you can't move that folder unless, of course, you cheat with Symbolic, which is a type of method on Windows computers where you can basically tell the computer to make a shortcut for the folder and make the game or make the application think, or the software think that that's the correct folder. Because the mods for Sins of a Solar Empire are huge, like 4 gigabytes, and my main hard, well, not my main hard drive. My main hard drives are like 4 of them, but no, but the hard drive in which my operating system is on is only so big, and I can put it into another folder which is bigger, or I can put it in terabyte hard drives instead of just gigabytes. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that thing works, and I'll be right back and make sure everything works. So I'll be right back. See, told you. And also, it pretends to be Halo. And yeah, it works. It works. And then they got also Sins of a Galactic Empire, the Star Wars one, or yes, Star Wars one, and then basically Star Trek Armada 3, Final Frontier, the Star Trek one. Yeah. However, wanting to cancel them, and it works. I'll link in the description to the tool I use, because you can if you have any coding skills, which you actually don't need coding skills, you just need the ability to type and follow instructions and find the right thing. But I'll link in the description to the tool I use to make symbiotic links. So basically, it's a shortcut that pretends to be a file, which is what this is working. How do we just enable the mode? Okay, then you get back to the original game now. Unless, does this one have a tutorial? I didn't think so. Yeah, it's being cute. Not disabled right there. Okay, I gotta be right back. I got to work. It got to work, which is fine. It's just, yeah. I'll be right back to actually do the tutorial for the original game, and then we'll do a campaign. We'll do a match in Sins of the Prophets. I'll be right back. Okay, it's not working in the way I intended to be working. There you go. I'm disabled. Oh, well, does that work? Oh! You hit apply. You apply, they change it. Okay. That's simple enough. Alright, well, I'll be right back to see if the recording's fine. Which, I'm not going to check the recording's fine. I'm just going to insert, be right back. Alright, we're back, and we're applying Sins of this. Well, we're applying Sins of this Soul in the park. That looks Star Warsy to me for a second. Alright, so now let's do the tutorial. Now let's look at the menus before missing that stuff. Alright, user interface, all bunch of buttons. They mean something to me. Skin colors, I have to turn that on, show names. That'd be nice. Tactical grid, not yet. Swing mode on and off. Really, that means getting really close to the fighting. Because like I said, this is a 4X strategy game. It's just crammed into a RTS style skirmish formula. Which, for what I'm pretty sure there's no other mode in this game other than skirmish. So yeah. I mean, basically the only other RTS, not RTS, 4X strategy game they can compare it to would be Civilization Revolution, at least on the Xbox. That is very similar. Those matches take about an hour. Inside that's turn-based. Sorry, hiccuping. Bloom enabled. I don't like Bloom. Keep adding. What's that? Making files. This is mod. Alright, everything's working fine. Now let's look at single player tutorials. This is the gameplay. We'll do all of them. We'll do all of them right now. Watch game for watching single player. Player setup. Oh, we gotta do this first. Anyone else? Okay, I suppose. Boy, this is looking creepy. You're not bad. You're fantastic. You have a mustache and looking like that guy. Okay, well, we're never going to be this guy. A picture set. Okay. Blue, please. And which one do I like best? I'm excited to see. That's better. Actually, I took the bird and shield. Oh, that does look nice. Changing, but maybe I should change what into the there and this, and since this is a strategy game, but well, it'll be fine. Map designer, achievables. Alright, look at all these maps. This is unmodded, by the way. Oh, these are all small maps. Oh, wow. What's any bigger than that then? Perhaps. Alright, oh, yeah, just, yep. Sure. Uh-huh. I got randoms, these are pre-made. Another Frigates. Point DLC, LN sectors. I don't have that? That might be from the original game then. The first 3 DLCs. Okay. Designer. Team options. Alright. Except this, not really much. Yeah, I mean this game is a Fox strategy game. You got all sorts of options. There is a new mod out there now, in which it's the 4X strategy mod, where basically it increases all of these. And because the thing about the Soul Empire is it plays more like an RTS. It feels like an RTS than a 4X strategy game. It's basically how I've always felt it is a RTS with a coat of paint of being a 4X strategy game. A 4X strategy game mechanics, but being an RTS in every other way. Whereas the opposite, I suppose, would be Civilization Revolution, which is a 4X strategy game in every way, but being more of an RTS, but being fitted into a match setup. And then you got Star Drive, which is a 4X strategy game straight up, but has RTS elements with your ship commanding. The original Star Drive, I mean. So yeah, well, let's do tutorials and basic gameplay. Here we go. A bit fancy for my liking, but okay. Not too bad though. Could be worse. Oh yeah, I mean this is for everyone that wanted me to play the Unity in my 4X strategy games. Oh hello. Alrighty. As you can see, it takes place in systems where you warp to all the different other systems. Okay, welcome to the Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion. This story understands the basics of user interface and core gameplay concepts. You can get information about most objects by moving the cursor over them. Try this now. What do you? That's for red in this one. Next thing, oh, he can even move past stuff. Baton, or PD and Protheus. Oh, it's the object's type, ownership, and other files. Statistics are displayed in the info card, which is to the bottom right. Displayed in the right, yeah. Okay, it's a whole of 3,622. It's going somewhere. Here's a battle cruiser, okay. Okay. Oh, and then also there's more detailed stuff like armor, shield, negation, experience, all that stuff can level up, okay. Also, you can colonize or not, and then the weapons of the bomb. The Empire tree on the left is collapse display of all the ships and structures orbiting any planet where you have something selected, okay. There. By default, the Empire tree displays planets in a most expanded form with ships and structures sorted into groups beneath the planet, which I'm assuming that is. If that is exactly that, it's just hard to see because my dig store indicator goes like that. So yeah. Right there is telling you it's working, right there is the FPS, which also tells me it's working, and then now it's video length because I like seeing how long the clip is recorded for, in case I forget to turn on the timer or just forget the timer. And also it's very useful regardless. This is a capital ship. They're large warships that anchor your fleets. As they gain experience, they become increasingly powerful. Okay. Alright, so basically you follow ships around the capital, and the capital is I guess, hero ship. Or it's a hero unit. Okay. Objects can be selected by left-clicking on them in the main view. Units can also be selected by clicking on their icons in the Empire tree. Go ahead and select the capital ship.
Where do you need me?
Oh, well, the tutorial told me that much. Good. Notice that the units show their Empire's icon above themselves, and when selected have light gray background in the Empire tree. Right there. Also observe that the action grid at the bottom right contains actions and management options capital ship is capable of. We'll look further into this in a moment, alright? So So these are all the abilities. All nice, stack, stop. Alright.
Reporting for duty.
Despite their power, their expensive expendable ships are relatively rare. Smaller ships like corvettes, frigates, and cruisers make up the core of your Empire's fleets. Here are some of the basic frigates to accompany your capital ship. Okay. Multiple objects can be selected by once by drag selecting over them with the left mouse button. Try this now with all your ships in selection, alright? And you are construction frigate. Come on, frigate.
What
Come
now?
on, light.
I won't let you down.
Oh, now. Oh! Right clicking does that. Right clicking does that. Oh, I can zoom past them. I can. Okay. I'm pretty sure the game takes place on a horizontal plane. And so if I do this, I turn this on, turns on the grid. Which makes everything less pretty, but makes things a whole lot easier to figure out where the plane is.
What now? How can I be of service?
I know for the okay. Now, good. If you want the camera to, if you want to center the camera's focus on an object, you can do so by holding Control and then left clicking on the object. Go ahead and try this focusing on the ship now. Key left Control, click. There we go. Prepare for the environment. It's what the mouse will zoom in out. Try zooming out now. All planets have a gravity well, in which area where the planet is too strong for starships to phase drift out the planets. Notice the faint ring above its edge. Oh, I guess right there? No, right there, I think. You may have noticed the faint gray phase lane branching out from your planet's gravity well. Phase lanes mark the path to travel to nearby stellar bodies. Ships can be given move over to the left by left clicking the mouse on the action grid, then left clicking on this destination.
Where do you need me? How can I be of service?
Or right clicking maybe it was right clicking. You can't see me there. It's kind of hard for me to see the letters right now. My eyes are a little bit watery, and it's very, very shiny. Alright, now the units display their order currently executing by pulsing the border around the order's icon in the action grid. And with an order description and info card. Units can be issued a context-specific order with the right mouse button. In most situations, it will issue a movement or follow order. When used on enemy units and structures, they will order units to attack. Okay. I guess they don't have separate buttons. To explore the capital ship's other features while it's in transit. Capital ships also act as a mobile hangars for squadrons of small strike craft. Okay, so basically, we do this. Wait. I guess that's selected. I guess they weren't presuming you to right click and move only 5 feet. Okay, more than that in space, but anyway. Squadron limits differ by capital ship. Increases as the capital ships gain experience. To manage the capital ship squadrons, select or click on the squadron management button and the bottom right corner of the grid. Okay, right there. Good. Now there are two types of strike craft: bombers, which carry heavy weapons, damage larger, well-armored targets, and fighters, which are very fast and well suited for attacking bombers and lightly armored targets. I guess like corvettes. Go ahead and build a squadron.
Reporting in.
Great. Capital ships continue to produce strike craft at no cost until all their assigned squadrons are full. However, strike craft build more slowly when the ship is in combat, of course. As you may notice, that unlike your capital planet, other planets in the system currently do not show the planet type in the icon form. Oh, actually, that's not a line. That's not a straight line. That's actually higher up than the planet. Okay, so maybe the world is 2D, but the combat is. Well, I don't think the combat's 2D. The combat is not 2D either. They fly around 3D space, but you command them in 2D space. It's not homeworld. Yep. So as you can see, the planet's not been explored. For details, in addition in which other planets have, in addition to which other planets have phase lanes to remain hidden until you have scouted them. Take your flight to investigate the nearby planet by right-clicking on the planet's icon and in the main view.
Where do you need me? A sound plan.
It is. In order to phase jump to another planet, ships must enter in the phase lane. Also notice that the movement lanes.
Where do you need me?
Also, the movement lanes signify the current move orders and will initiate a phase jump. Yep.
All hands, prepare for phase jump.
Oh wow. There we go. Let's follow it. Ah, move the camera. Okay, it's very
Jump
touchy.
complete.
Oh, maybe you can't watch a phase jump. That works. Oh, I'll be fighting in these. Hostile forces! This will automatically acquire and fire tongues in range. If you would mainly choose their targets, clicking on the action button. Yep.
Give the order. I'm on it.
Yes, you're fine.
Where do you need me?
No, it's orbiting. Okay, he goes for broadsides. Our fighters. Alright, it's actually... okay, we can't bail bombers. Alright.
Got a job for me? How can I be of service? Race for combat. I'm on it.
Alright. Unless the ship's gonna go broadside. I guess it's gonna be the target. Yeah. I guess you ranked up. Actually, your capital ship gained a rank from experience earned by defeating ships. In addition to increases in its attributes, the capital ship now has ability point it can spend to unlock new offensive and defensive systems. To spin this point, select the capital ship and click on the ability management button on the action grid.
Reporting in.
It's right there. Abilities fall in two major categories: triggered abilities and passive abilities. Triggered abilities typically require antimatter to be used and a cooldown period before they can be used again. Passive abilities require no antimatter but typically grant a constant buff to the ship and or nearby allies. Go ahead and choose an ability to activate. Ion bow targets and the capital ship frigates and structures must not be a flagship. Disable, of course, targeting uplink. This ship's advanced targeting computer provides improved trajectory information to nearby vessels, allowing them to target mark-related and increase effective range of the weapons. For just the level, or next level. Okay. I guess let's go with targeting uplink. When triggered abilities are first unlocked, they begin in auto use state, denoted by the circular arrow animation. If we had one. When the capital ship automatically decides when to use the ability, this can be toggled by right-clicking the ability. Okay. In order to take advantage of the resources in the asteroid field, its largest asteroid must be first colonized. Okay, so let's colonize the asteroid. That's time. We're definitely going over time. It's performed by providing by using the colonize ability on your capital ship or a smaller one on the colony frigates. Go ahead and colonize this asteroid.
We're underway.
Actually, I don't think I need to have the short tactical grid on. Because you got the line around them, and it's not like it's going to be hard to actually find it. They're low fighters. You guys come with me.
Got a job for me?
Oh, everyone.
Give the order. I'll do my best. Yes, sir.
guy's smoking.
I won't let you down. A new colony has been founded.
Alrighty. Asteroids are used to develop its population and income. They provide peers in the asteroid's info card. Whether you colonize a planet asteroid, a construction frigate is also created. This ship responsible for building structures within its planet's gravity well. Okay. Should be destroyed or a placement will automatically start building at no cost on the planet. Producing structures to be examined in more detail in the tutorial. Take your frigates and get those ships to investigate neighbor planet.
Where do you need me?
Go over there.
We're underway.
Remember, only use right click to move the camera. Well, why is this game really nice? So far, I didn't think it was being more. I mean, I remember it being more, you know, being more fork strategy instead of more RTS EE. And I'm not talking about. You know, I've already said this game is a RTS with fork strategy elements. I'm talking about the general feel of the UI. It's probably because I'm maybe used to people zooming all the way out and staying there. And I've never really seen it zoomed in aside from combat. Here we go. There they go.
All hands, prepare for phase jump.
Alright, let's do this.
Phase jump complete.
Oh wow. Hello,
Reporting
there.
in. A sound plan.
Rebels have so much foot over here. Destroy them immediately. Okay. Go ahead.
Secure the passengers. Brace for combat.
That's them later on. There's my
Secure
face.
the passengers. We're underway.
I also like how smooth it's going from unit to unit. Oh, these guys are having issues.
What now?
I take out the little guys first,
I'm on
then
it.
take out the big one. Fighters are already there. The fighters are already there already.
How can I be of service?
I'll also forget. Alright, so I'll use all their guns in combat. Yeah, you're still gonna save it for long. Let's just see what it looks like completely zoomed out. Even though that's not what I can remember, so huh. Is it going yet? Oh, it's a capital, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, heavy cruiser. Can you not fight us? Or bombers. Here you go. I figure finish with enemy structures, capital will start bombing their infrastructure. Only capital ships, titans, and siege frigates Able to bomb planets. Begin bombing synthetic planets.
Reporting
Alright.
in. Ahead slow.
Oh, whoops. How many
Reporting
increases
in.
scroll?
Secure the passengers.
I believe these things will get the passengers to, well, the passengers of the capital ship because, well, it can colonize planets, so I just passengers on board. Let me see if there's any way to increase scroll speed. Oh, I think there was everything just like basically this is an off of all the UI button. Steam colors are easier faction colors, yeah, okay. Fire tree show ships in face space. That will help. Fire tree show. Oh, that'll help to fire tree. All up in frigates. Ship back to. I don't think I need that. Twist. Oh, invert? Rotation, that's pretty cool. Sim sensitivity. Increase it. Oh, that's better. Okay, that's better. That's way better. Allowing the strength infrastructure on the ground and kill population. Infrastructure is destroyed, the player be lost by its current owner. Oh, it's better. Oh, whoop. Quiet the mouse because it's a join game. Alright.
Something to bomb.
Oh, look at these guys. Hey. Look at our friends that just showed up. Here are some siege frigates to help you take the planet. Continue bombing until the rival colony is destroyed. Now look at the planet. Come on. There we go. The planet's health. Oh, okay, so we're bombing. I mean, obviously we're bombing the planet, so it has health, but can we blow up a planet? I think we can. That should be better. There we go.
We have wiped out an enemy colony.
If the rebel incursion removed, the region is safe once again. This concludes basic gameplay tutorial. To learn more about events features, try the tutorials. Alright. Probably be best before moving on to mod. Yeah. Alright. I mean, there's not too many, and they'll probably be much shorter than the basic tutorial. Alright, welcome to the economy and production tutorial. You'll learn about the resources assigned to the Solar Empire Rebellion, how to capture them, and how to spend them on units and structures. With the resources of there are 3 resources in the sins of solar, in the sins of a solar empire. Let's try again. There are 3 resources in sins of a solar empire. Credits. Credits. This is bomb right. Metal and crystal. Credits are the most basic and universal resource. They are part of all. They are part of the cost of all units, structures, and research. Additionally, credits ease certain transactions between empires, whether it'll be through buying and selling of resources on the black market, or in the form of a bounty against other empires. In the previous tutorial, you learned that your empire earns credits from the tax income of the population of planets under your control. By investing in planet development and increase your tax income by raising a minimum or maximum sustainable population of your planets. To do this, click development plan button, which is this. Raise tax income by investing. So if civilian instructional and other chapter plan upgrades will be addressed in the last tutorial. And this tells you all of it. Economy facilities, logistics capacity, social specialization, and industry specialization. Snake has a planet, explore planet. Good. Civilian infrastructure also affects a development tax rate, which is the reduction to taxes and affects newly colonized planets. Until a certain number of these upgrades are performed, these planets will drain on your empire's income. Metal is one of the two resources that is primarily used in construction of ships and structures. It is acquired from asteroids rich in mineral ore via the metal structure. More advanced units and structures require crystal, which is acquired from similar asteroids via a crystal structure. The metal resource your empire has is shown. Sorry, rubbing eyes. Is shown in the top right corner of your HUD. You can mouse over any of these amounts to see a breakdown of the income of each resource. As for mentioned, all over the structures are built by a construction frigate. Go ahead and select it. Good. Orbital structures can be classified into two categories: logistic structures, which usually help you earn resources and produce ships; tactical structures, which aid in planetary defense and other specialized tasks.
Planet development finished.
Okay. Build and fit the structure to fortify the planet. With the construction frigates selected, click on the build tactical structure button in the action grid. Basic weapons perform for the TEC. The Gauss defense platform. Click it to build one for the rest of the tutorial. Restrictions and how many resources you can build will be relaxed. Your cursor has switched to Soul Ring, showing the structure's footprint on the gravity well. This ring is green when it is over an area where the structure can be built. We still around here. Alright, so not that close to the planet, and not that far away from the planet. Alright. So I guess right here for now. Okay. The two gold rings within the gravity well mark the bounds of area where structures can be built. Finish placing the gas platform by clicking the bound spot. There we go. I was wondering. Once the structure has been placed, the construction frigate will automatically moves to its location and begins construction. Almost all structures consume either logistics or tactical support capacity, depending on their type. Since both are limited, the types of structures you choose to build at which planets can have significant impacts on your empire. It is possible to increase these capacities via develop planet menu. Click on it now. Like population, different planet types offer or differ, and maximum technical and logistics support they can provide when fully upgraded. All right. Now that proper defense is on the way, it's time to build an extractor to provide some metal income. Click build logistics structure button now, or button, and then you. Good.
Structure complete.
Okay, good. Good. Extractors are slightly different from regular structures. They can be only placed on top of resource asteroid of an asteroid type, so they're automatically placed for you. Click on the structure button now. Good. Soon the construction frigate finishes the Gauss defense platform. It will automatically move to and begin building in the next structure. Alright. Ships are built from multiple facilities: corvettes, frigates, and cruisers from the frigate factory. And get those ships in the capital ship factory. Titans and star bases are special units that will be discussed in the tutorial. Select the frigate factory now. Click on the build frigates button now. Great, to build ships, click on the ships you would like and go, and they will go, and then go to the planet's production queue. Scout frigate, light frigate, which you already saw, colony frigate, come on the beach. Oh, not yet. There are belts from the factory, they're requested, build a Kava, Scout frigate now. Good. Your available fleet supply is displayed on top of the HUD. Hovering over this area displays a breakdown of how your tourist fleet is used.
If it's out there, I'll find it.
Alright. In addition to fleet supply, capital ships and items require highly trained crews in order to be fielded. The available crew also appears in the top of the HUD, okay? If you should ever find yourself at maximum capacity of ships or structures and need to relocate to use capacity differently, it's possible to free up capacity via sculling. Okay, step 1. Skull a ship or structure, select it, and press the skull button at the bottom center of the HUD. After a brief time, the unit will be scrapped. Pressing the button again will abort the scuttle. Some frigate types are currently unable to be built because they require research to be conducted first. Before such prerequisite research can be conducted, research labs must be built. There are 2 types: military laboratory labs and civilian research centers. Laboratory labs grant access to your military defense trees, where civic research stations grant access to all the others. Select construction frigate and build 2 military labs from the logistics section menu now. And let's build it in space, correct? Yes. Oh, that's guy's fancy. It's all the way down there. Yeah, so the game tries to be in 3D, but you don't play it in 3D. You know, which is not terrible. It's also being a Far Strategy game, and Far Strategy games are hard enough on their own when they're in 2D, so yeah. So this research section is queued. You may be queuing research. You're just open the research window via the buttons in the center HUD. Okay. Oh, right there. That's it. Research subjects are categorized in 6 trees: military, defense, civilian, diplomacy, fleet logistics, and artifacts. Military, defense, civilian, and diplomacy trees are unique to each race and contain subjects that improve the fighting capacity of your fleets, plan defenses, and economic strength of your empire. Your ability to cooperate with others. The fleet logistics tree are common to all races and contains subjects and increase the maximum available fleet capacity in capital ship crews. The artifact tree is common to all races. Oh, sorry. Capital tree is common to all races, but requires discovery of specific artifacts on planets, processing them before the benefits can be granted. Research subjects within a given tree are organized into tiers, which measure how advanced technology granted by the subject is. Additional research structures must be built in order to perform research at our
Structure complete.
Okay. New research queue subjects by clicking on their icons within the tree. Queue research and the Kursovi prototype in the military research tree. As soon as the research is queued, you can likewise queue ships dependent on that research. The ships begin construction as soon as the research prerequisite is finished. Okay. Explore planet upgrade conducts an extensive survey of the planet, which may reveal powerful hidden artifacts or intrinsic natural advantages. Well, look at all these. You can see all the traffic between the colonies. Or the buildings, anyway. As final, any type of construction can be conveniently accessed be a planet rather than a specific structure. This concludes a comedy and production tutorial.